Okay, so my friends and I made an award-winning feature film for under $100,000. It's having its premiere in Los Angeles this Sunday, and what's weird about all of that is that it falls into the same category as now 5-time Oscar winner Anora or Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis. And this is why, despite being true, I don't say that we make indie films. Films are separated into two different categories based off of where the funding comes from. So if a studio decided to give its money to fund the film, then it's a studio film. If the money came from some sort of independent group, whether it be outside investors or somebody self-funding the project, then that is an indie film. And to make it more confusing, there's the genre of independent films, which is like a coming-of-age, small-budget, character-focused. Basically, it's a play, but you're seeing it on a screen. And there are some studios who make films like that. And when you hear indie studio, it really just means a bunch of people coming together and saying, let's do a thing. As technology improves and it's more affordable to make a high-quality film, I mean, this is what our film looks like. Or like I mentioned earlier, Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis, technically that was self-funded, so technically that was an independent film, even though it cost a lot of money. Sean Baker using his time up on stage after accepting the Oscar to say, we need more independent films, we need more movies in theaters, that's amazing. The problem is that independent film is too much. Because there's a lot of unwatchable films at the lower end of the scale. I'm not talking about creative choices, genuinely unwatchable. I still respect the filmmakers because anyone that can go through the process of finishing a film, having gone through it myself, good for you. But more independent films are not going to come from independent studios because most indie films are going to be known actors who are trying their hand at directing. And obviously a studio is going to go with someone who is pre-established, whose name they can put on a poster and has some sort of recognition instead of a no-name group of 20-somethings. I like to refer to what we do as decentralized filmmaking. It's so far outside of the system that no one's even looking at it. As opposed to like when Jesse Eisenberg says, hey, I want to make a movie with Kieran Culkin, obviously someone's going to fund or look at his project. He was the dude from Social Network. Not saying that everything's handed to them, it is still an incredibly hard process to make a film. And it might sound crazy, but you can make a really good film for $100,000. And if you don't believe me and you're in the LA area, come check out our premiere Sunday. Click my studio site, it's in the link right there.